everybody. It's What the Fuck the Show. Here I'm... Okay, yeah.
You
I need to do
fucked up. You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. All right, here we go again. Now I can't say it. Welcome, everybody, to What the Fuck the Show. Here I'm joined by JJ. Also known as... I sound so... I sound
You
so
said my
funny.
real name, you son of a bitch.
All right.
You have to bleep that out. You dirty...
Welcome, everybody, to What the Fuck the Show. I'm Fat Stacks Dog, and I'm joined by Jay-Z Diva and J-Chap, also known as the Uncensored Gamer. He doesn't care what you say about him or what he says about you. He never cares. That's what makes him the best. The most uncensored person on the internet. He's amazing, and you're not. Welcome to the show, guys. So, how's everybody today?
Well, I feel a little like I'm nothing compared to that intro that J-Chap just got.
Oh, I mean, and we're joined by Jay-Z Diva. She's amazing. She's a girl.
A girl gamer? How does this fucking happen?
Jay-Z Diva and J-Chap, who's awesome and the best and everything, clearly. Screw
I
you.
suck better dick.
Boys suck.
That's what it is.
That is true. He probably does suck better dick.
I just want to let everybody know that this is J-Chap's show.
You have to beep that shit out. There's only one in the entire internet. Yes. There's probably a couple thousand as well.
I just heard a lot of beeps going on. I wonder what the fuck's happening.
No.
I like when I could just be the question asker and you guys answer. I don't like having to actually answer the questions.
Well, that's what they call tough titties.
Tough titty.
Listen, this is Diva's discussion panel. I get to ask the questions.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what we need to do?
should actually coin it.
This is Diva's discussion panel. Yay! Today, Diva's going to ask us a lot of questions, and we're going to have to answer them. Although, she doesn't want to answer them herself.
Actually, we could say it's Diva's discussion roundtable because we're sitting at a round table.
Yay! Hey, welcome, everybody. It's Dejan.
Dejan. What's up, Dejan? Dejan of Doom.
What was it?
I love it. Dejan of Doom.
Was it?
Where the fuck Deja?
Dijon it's a great mustard.
It's true. It is good mustard.
Dijon.
I don't know.
We gotta wait for to be back, sitting at the table.
What was
Diva's
it called?
discussion roundtable.
Hey, welcome, everybody, to
Wait for
Dyslexic. Hey guys, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Diva's discussion roundtable.
All right.
Welcome, everybody,
Take three.
Shut up.
And action.
Welcome, everybody, to You say it, Diva. You do it. You do it.
I have to mute my mic if you guys hear me talking.
You do it, Diva.
Welcome to LabCon 2018.
You do it.
No. You do
Come
it.
on.
I'm gonna mute my
All
mic.
right.
Go for it.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Diva's Discussion Roundtable. This is where she's going to ask us questions, and we give her answers.
That is correct.
Take five.
I already know.
Let me do it again?
No, I think that was pretty good.
Okay. But keeps fucking it up.
Quit fucking it up. That's Stacks Dog. If you were to have your own intro music that went off every time you walked into the room, what song would it be and why?
I believe that song would be Word Up by Cameo. Yep, that would be my song.
J-Chap, what about you?
It'd have to be Mach Yeah. Yeah. Mockingbird. Oh, have you heard Mockingbird? Woo.
Oh, look, you got Fat Stacks on his feet on that.
Yeah.
That's funny. What word or saying from the past do you think should come back?
I'm gonna go
What
with
do you think?
fresh.
Fresh? Ooh, that's
Fresh to death.
That would be a good one. I
Yeah.
think I still say that sometimes, just like I still
I've
say
never
psych.
said fresh. I
Psych.
have never. Well, psych's funny because
Psych.
most people don't remember what that is. So you'd be like, psych. And then you got kind of one
Psych.
over on them because they're like, what? I don't know what that means. But I have seen millennials in videos on YouTube say psych, so maybe they know.
You can't say millennial. It's racist to say millennial.
Fuck a millennial.
You
heard me. You heard me, millennials.
The millennials own YouTube, Twitch,
I was young once.
Instagram, Facebook. They own it all.
I was young
They will
once.
end you. They're gonna start a millennial strike. They
I'm
won't
your-
click like.
I'm your fucking daddy. You call me your daddy, millennials. What about you, Diva?
I would bring back, I don't know. I feel like "Where's the beef" was a good slogan that should come
That was a
back.
slogan. It's not a term.
It says or phrase. It says
Phrase?
or phrase. And
Oh.
it was a phrase.
Who it?
Yeah,
You
it
say
was
it
word
like
or
it was
phrase.
written by some kind of giant conglomeration. You wrote these questions.
No, right. And that's why I said it says word or phrase that people say that you would like to have come back.
You can break the rules. Where did
All right, I
J-Tap
want
go?
supercalifragilistic.
Where did-
Expialidocious.
Where did go?
Who?
I mean, J-Chap, Uncensored Gamer. He's gone.
Oh, he's back.
Am I still in
hear
the
him.
chat? What the hell?
We're on break.
Yeah, my question was what word or saying from the past? Where's the beef would be a saying.
Yep, and the word is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I got it the second time. I fucked it up the first time. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yes.
What are two things you would do if you woke up and found yourself completely invisible?
I'd masturbate.
You do
that while
that if they
you're
can
not
be
invisible.
seen. It's just a normal routine. You wake up, hey, I'm invisible.
Would you
I can
do it
touch my
just-
dick and can't see it.
Would you do it just to see if your sperm was also invisible?
I would do it watching someone taking a shower to see if it was invisible, like after I shot it on their face.
To be like, what the fuck's wrong with this water from the shower head?
No, that's the beauty of it.
It's
They
all
would never
milky.
know.
It's
They
all
would
milky.
They'd never know. They'd never know.
What's that sweet and salty flavor? It keeps running into my mouth. And like they'll never figure it out, and then they'll like splash, and like your invisibility shit was actually some type of weird like tanning lotion that wasn't properly tested on animals, so it like washed off, but it was like a weird side effect. They'd be like, "Oh my god, it's." I'll teach you to say my fucking name on YouTube.
Well, that's going to be funny, though, because it's going to say it was bleep.
Yep, that's what makes it funnier when you bleep it out. Last week when I had people I know watch the episode, like they start texting me going, "What was bleeped out? Whose name was it?" Like they all wanted to know this name of a person they would never know, but this for some reason they wanted to know this person. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's funny that they were like, I was like, it's just a dude's ex-girlfriend. Like, that's so awesome.
That's
So
pretty
what would
funny.
the second thing be that you would do after masturbation, which you do even while you are visible?
I would try to rob a bank.
That would be a good thing. Invisibility would come in good use for that.
Yeah. Until they see all the money flying around.
So I
Dra-
want a little bit, with this question, I want a little bit of the audition as well. But
Should I answer the question?
Yeah, I want to know what.
you did already. I'm sorry. Cut me out.
What did I say?
Go. You said something about 2 girls in the shower curtain.
No, I said he does that anyway because the girls can't see through the shower curtain, so he does already do that even when he's not invisible because they can't see him.
Gotcha.
No, I would similar to what he said, where he's curious if his sperm is also invisible. I'm curious if my shit or feces, if you will, is also invisible.
So I would shit on somebody's face in the shower?
No, I'm not in the shower.
That's fucking horrible, man.
I don't think I can pull that off. I can probably shit on their feet, maybe, or maybe like smear it on them if they're.
As you're putting your butt in their face, they totally feel you like crawling.
Like, no matter how hard I scrub, I still smell like shit. I can't figure it out. That's like, it'd be funny if they were like sitting, eating food in a restaurant, and you stood on the table, and they just like took a shit right on their food, but they couldn't see it because it's invisible shit. So they would like take a bite of it, and they'd be like, or maybe it's not even better. It's like shit materialized out of the air and fell on their fucking sub or salad or whatever they're eating. It doesn't have to be anybody I know. Just it could be a complete stranger, and I would just do an invisible shit, or maybe not invisible shit, on their plate of food.
Oh man,
that would be pretty bad.
Do you imagine him at Chili's, like standing on a table, like completely freaking invisible, or thinking that he's invisible, taking
someone sitting there all excited, going, "I want my baby back, baby back, baby back," on ribs, and all of a sudden the shit falls on him.
With a side of corn, because there's corn in the shit. Guacamole from my assholey.
I like that answer. What about you, Diva?
I'm not answering these questions.
Oh,
you are answering
she's
these
shy.
questions.
Oh,
Too shy.
We'd slip her up. I thought we were going to do it.
Hey, I go through the hard work of coming up with these questions, so you guys get the hard work of answering them.
Oh, okay.
So, and again, I want to hear some of this as well, but what song would you sing for your American Idol audition?
I would sing that one song from Karate Kid. That's what I would sing.
You're the
I was
best.
going to say every single song that I have ever played.
Oh,
Here, let me sing.
Nobody's ever going to get you down. You're the best.
Keep it going.
That's
No,
it.
stop.
That's all I got. A few bars.
No. Just repeat those same 3 bars 3 times. 1, 2, 3, go.
No.
What smell brings back great memories for you?
Well, that one
Wet
time
genitals.
that I was at house, that wet genital smell, that reminds me of us when we were getting it on, and I was ramming my down her throat.
That was your down her throat. That's what we call it nowadays?
Yep.
That's some
Like
weird shit, man.
A baby holding an apple. Let's go. Next question.
What weird or useless talent do you have?
Hey, so Uncensored Gamer, can you whistle through your anus?
Yes, my Oh man, you don't know what that just took out of me. Hang on, I gotta inhale. It's really weird inhaling into your asshole, but give me a second. Oh man, that tickles. That fucking tickles, man.
That shit is gold.
Let me do it one more time. One more time. I gotta inhale first. Oh man!
Can you like make little differences in pitch? Can it do a song?
Hang on. I gotta really focus. I need an absolute silence while I whistle a tune with my anus. Hang on, I gotta really suck in a lot of air for this one.
Wow, that was really good.
That would be the funniest fucking thing we've ever done.
That's really good. It started out like in staccato. It was like,
oh, if that doesn't make the cut, I'm going to unsubscribe to this bullshit.
it's beautiful.
While I freshen up and refill my glass here, why don't you walk us through this week's sponsor?
This week's sponsor is none other than Uncome. Has your walls ever smelled as if they were plucked right out of the Hudson Harbor? Does your carpet reek like cheese that's gone bad, then good, and then bad again? Have you become nose blind to the rotting fish aroma that brings all the sharks to your yard? If you have, you probably live in a house or an apartment that has the smell of wet genitals, the ode of chode, or the tang and poontang. But don't fret. We have you covered with Uncome, the genital-free potpourri. Simply plug Uncome into any available socket and waft all your worries away. No more stressing as your man's dropping by for a late-night dinner followed by a pounding session. You can dry your eyes knowing that your friends won't unfriend you and call you names like Stinky. Best of all, when social services show up, they won't haul your kids away because they've mistaken your home for a brothel. Uncome cares. Uncome wants you to live your life. Uncome wants you to put them in your socket today. So please visit www.uncome.com and free yourself from that unpleasant, moist, drippy, Amazonian, chummy funk fragrance that has everyone running from your life. That's www.uncome.com. A couple of years ago at Comic-Con, when Bruce Campbell met J-Chap and gave him a little bit of fan service, we collected a whole bunch of photos from the ground floor so you guys can vote on, and we call this segment Cosplay Fails.
All right, so how this section works is each of us picked our 4 top contenders for worst cosplay fails, or if you will, best cosplay fails, because we want a winner here. So we're going to go through our 4 picks, real quickly tell you why we picked them, and then you guys will get the vote.
And for my first pick, here I have Large Spider-Man. I just want to point out the first thing is that in no Spider-Man costume has there ever been multiple spider webs. If you zoom in and look at that, usually Spider-Man has one single web that covers the whole body, not a whole bunch of crazy little tiny ones. So that's the first thing that's wrong with this costume. The second thing is he's got some kind of weird drawstring coming down from his mask. I have no idea what's going on there. So that's large or heavy Spider-Man. For my second pick, we've got Captain Planet, who looks quite the mess. Between his off blue face and his lighter blue body, his sweat stains, and the fact that he looks extremely excited with his thumb up. Yeah, that is absolutely hellaciously bad. Moving on to number 3, we have My Little Pony, or as my friends would like to call it, Brony Boy. I really don't need to point out anything about what's potentially wrong with this. It's all wrong, really. For my 4th and final pick, we have Optimus Prime. Yes. First of all, I want to point out that there's tile on the floor, and then it goes to a carpet, and there's a little heating unit. He's not actually at Comic-Con. We went to his house. His name's Toby. And we asked him to get dressed up in his best cosplay because he couldn't actually go to Comic-Con. So he got a couple of cardboards boxes and cut them up. And this is what he came out with. And I'm not going to say that I'm pleasantly surprised or happy or anything. It's pretty bad. From the aluminum foil on the smokestacks to his khakis pouring out of his Optimus Prime legs. It's just really, really, really bad. And those are my picks. And if I was to choose a number one, or the worst of the worst, I would have to go with Brony Boy. I'm just not feeling it. And the fact that he showed up knowing that this was bad. Because you could tell on his face. You just look on his face. He's looking down at the ground while somebody's taking a picture of him. That he's not happy at all. His face speaks miles. And that's why I picked Brony Boy.
Okay. My Diva 1 picture is basically crazy-looking Batman here. I picked him for a couple different reasons. The handlebar mustache, the aviator goggles, and the creepy bat ears. Love the chef's coat that he's got like the leather Batman symbol on, and the Jon Snow cape. Overall, just pretty awful Batman, so he made my list as my first pick. Diva 2, I don't really think there's many words needed as to why I picked this. Probably the worst Mr. Freeze that I've ever seen. Like little Sumu diaper that he's wearing, and the taped belt that he made. Was that masking tape? Electrical tape? I'm not sure. I think his facial expression himself shows how awful this is. And I don't know if it's paper mache or not, but it is pretty terrible. Diva 3 actually is my favorite of the three that I have. Who doesn't love a redneck Captain America, or as the M on his hat is clearly showing, America, Captain America. Like the whole shield out of the trash can, just pretty great. I would like to know what the vein thing is on his stomach. That may want to see a doctor about that. A little bit concerning. But love Hillbilly Captain America. Diva 4 I picked mainly because it just reminds me of J-Chap. Totally something I could see him doing, something I could see him wearing, and even fucking up the Sailor Moon symbol. I just really enjoy him. But out of my four, my favorite for the worst one would definitely have to be Diva 2 for Mr. Freeze.
All right, so I'm going to go through my picks now for my cosplay fails. And you see number one, the fail is Superwoman actually had double Ds, and this woman is maybe a single D, maybe a C, so it's really not an accurate representation of a Kryptonian woman on Earth, so I would say that one is a fail. Then number two is not really so much as a fail as I fail to see the rest of her body, because on the left, the figure she's animate or is covering up or imitating has a lower extremity that is just as interesting as the top extremity, so I just feel like I can't really give this more than a 5 out of 10 because I can't see the whole thing to give it a 10 out of 10, if that makes sense. Plus, I'm a sexual deviant, so, you know. And then the next one is more of a serious fail. I believe this woman lives alone at home with probably anywhere from 5 to 15 cats. And I believe she used a lint roller to collect all these pieces of hair that she used to make this outfit. And I just picture her just really want to dig those claws in and like scratch that itch from that fur. So this one's definitely a fail on multiple levels, but mostly the fact that I really think that's real cat fur she used. And then the last one, which is my favorite and is going to be my pick into the contest here that you're all going to vote on, is Flash Stack's dog here. And, you know, when we were at Comic-Con, he came in outfit, and, you know, if everybody was curious about the man behind the sexy voice, well, look no further. I really don't think there's any fail. I just really want to draw attention to him. But the only fail would be the 2 years ago he had to draw on his six-pack. So that's kind of a fail there. But due to due diligence, he now has a real six-pack now. So when we go back next year to Comic-Con, he's going to look way better wearing this same outfit. We definitely enjoyed entertaining you tonight with our cosplay fails, but we're going to need your help going forward. If you could please send us your submissions through email of your favorite or least favorite cosplay fails. We will air them on future episodes. You know, kind of give little comments and give our critique on them, and we'll put them up for others to vote on the worst, and we'll have an all-star head-to-head once we get enough of them. You can submit the images to wtftheshowofficial at gmail.com. Thank you very much for your help. Uncensored Gamer out.
Good night, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the show. I would like to ask you guys to help me out and submit some questions for me to ask these guys on the next Divas Discussion Roundtable. If you have something you would like to know about us or just some random questions, please comment down below or email us at wtftheshowofficial at gmail.com. I'm JZ Diva. See ya.
Well, it's been a great show tonight, guys. We were a little drunk, a little disorderly, but a whole lot of fun. And I just want to wrap this up with saying that I love you. I hope to see your picture submissions, your question submissions for Diva. We definitely enjoy every minute that we spend with our viewers. So, on that note, Fat Stacks out.